Here. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to show you how to make a two-way left turn lane in intersection controller. Now, I tried to look up tutorials on YouTube, see if I could find any. I couldn't find a single tutorial. And actually, I already made a two-way left turn lane, and we're gonna even go to look at these maps. So we're gonna search. We're gonna see if anyone even made one. Two-way left turn lane. Nope, I'm the only one who made it. Two-way left turn lane. See, nope, nobody made one. Nobody made a tutorial on YouTube. So I'm going to show you today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our actual map that I already built. Now, I didn't build this for the tutorial by any means. I just made the map for whatever. But yeah, we have our lines. So as you can see, right, our left turn lane, you turn left to the other road from the left turn lane. But if you're turning left on the other road, you don't turn into the turn lane. Or at least that's the law in Michigan, where I'm from. You're not supposed to do that. That's illegal in Michigan. I don't know if it's illegal in other states. It probably is. Although I don't know other state laws. But this is how I do it. So I make this lane. Hold on, I gotta find that. There you go. So this lane goes here. If you're turning onto it, you have to be in the middle. So just to demonstrate, we're gonna hit. We're just gonna play. Hit play. We're gonna speed this up. So that guy turned right. And just to increase the opportunity of a car coming, we're not gonna go 400 because then it'll back up. We're gonna go 200%, not 250%. 250%. So not that crazy, but just enough so we can get. Yeah, see, look, that guy turned left, but he didn't go into the lane. Now there needs to be one. Okay, did I miss it? Did I seriously miss it? Okay, no, there's a guy. Opportunity right here. 2, 3. Shit. Alright, that's good. That's what we want. We're not going to do all the decorations and stuff on this map, but we are going to show you a tutorial. So, I didn't do anything in the map, so I'm not going to worry about that. I could have just went to shared maps, but then how would I be able to show you? Anyways, we're just going to create a new map. And what I like to do first what you want to do is you want to change your background. I don't really do anything with random events or traffic direction. Traffic direction, I don't even know why that's a thing. Like, honestly, doesn't even really need to be there. Because what's it going to matter? Because you can literally build it in any way you want. I don't know. But we're going to also set our game mode to... Actually, no, this is a tutorial video. We're not actually uploading this. So we're just going to keep it on miscellaneous. I'm going to probably delete this map right afterwards. And I'm not going to name it. But we're going to continue. Now we're going to want to turn on our grid. Instead of size 2, we do size 1. That's how I like it. So there. And then there. And we can also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outwards. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outwards. Alright. That's good. That's what we want. Now, here's what we're going to have to do. For traffic flow, what's that, 40? Did it default to this? I have no clue. We want this outside lane to be white, though. Because we are going to have edge lanes. So, yeah, we can make this... How about we make it 55? No, 45. We're going to make both roads 45. Might as well. So, here's how we're going to do it. We have no middle lane, none of that fancy stuff. And then... we're going to turn off all lane changes. Because that's going to be, like, made specifically. But we're just going to go from edge to edge. We're going to want 270. And like if you're a pro, you might not have to use the grid, but I always use the grid. So we're gonna do. Wait, why am I trying to go all the way across? We're not doing that one. So what you should actually do first is make the intersection. Like honestly, so for the right turns, we're gonna do 8 meters, 8 meters there, and then 8 meters there, and then make a little gap. Lane. And then we're gonna put 8 meters here too. Alright. So then we can go. Screw it, I'm gonna make this thing bigger. Like way bigger. We need way more room for this, and then we can shrink it down when we're done. We're gonna make that big though. Okay, and then we are going to have. We're gonna go 34 meters, 34, 34, 34, and then we do one more 34. 34, 34, and 34. Alright, now this 34 here, that is going to be that. But why is it like that? I don't... Oh, yeah, because I forgot to just delete this, yeah. For the main road with the left turn lane, you want to turn all your lines off. And then, that way you can get it, perfect. So we build a curve right there. That's not how it's going to look, though. That is not how it's going to look at all. We are not even done with this remotely yet. So what did I do? 34? Yes, 34 is 34 is 34. 34, 34, if I remember correctly. Which, to be honest, my memory isn't the best, but... So that, I'm going to do that too. Why is there a line? I didn't say put a line. Unless I forgot... Oh my god. I did not say add a line. Like, the outside has lines, not the inside. God, that noise the heck out of me. We're going to do that, though. And then that's going to go up. So now we have this. This isn't our final product, though. Alright, what we're going to do, though, is now we're also going to do our turns. So this is the middle lane. So that'll obviously do that. And this, to turn left, you're going to want to do this. And you should remove arrows when you do that. Do this, so I'm actually probably going to do that here in a minute. But then you have that, and then that. Okay. Oops, forgot. Okay, so it should actually look like that. And that should be all directions of traffic. We're just going to delete these. And because we don't need arrows. There we go. So that's how it should look right now. And then we're also going to do 34, 34, 34 on the other side. But there's going to be a center line this time. So 34, 34, 30. Damn. That was pretty good. I didn't even expect to get it perfect every time. Oh, 28. 34, 29, 34, oh, almost, 34, alright, no, not that way, this way is good, 34, 34, 34, now, since, this isn't the main, we're not, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen, crap, we can fix that. We have right turns, we have left turns, and we have straight throughs. Those are your 3 movements. So let's not delete that this time. We're going to put a stop sign. You can do either one. It's not really a big deal. I just put a stop sign there because why not? Yeah. You can either do stop line, a traffic light, or for European, just put yield for... It's called a yield in America, but I know in, the UK it's called give way. You put that if you really wanted to. Although, if you're European, you're probably not even going to build this, because I'm pretty sure this is exclusively in the United States and Canada. But, yeah, and then for decoration, what we're going to do is we're just going to just cover this, you know? So, we're just going to get a material, and we can do it over or under the lane. It doesn't matter that much. It has to be the same color as the road, though. So, no markings, no hash bars, none of that. So it has to be over the lane, not under the lane. Now, do you really have to do the whole thing? No, not at all. You don't have to do the whole thing. If anything, I'd prefer you to put it just in the middle, because then you'd have less lag. And the reason I'm not gonna like have all this exposed like back here, but what I am gonna do is I'm just probably gonna cut the map off, so it's like just before the merge, like maybe like a few pixels, not pixels, but a few grid lines or whatever before. So now it should be like here, and actually that shouldn't be like that, because you have this too, and that's material. So this should just go all the way through. You don't even have to have two. And here's the thing, with less material, I'm assuming that if you're gonna upload this, it's gonna have less lag. So now it looks like this, right? This middle lane is really, really wide. Alright, it's not done yet, though. So now what we're going to do, we're in America, so we're obviously going to do yellow lines. We're not going to do white lines, alright? So it should be the thin ones, not the thick ones. The thick ones would look wrong. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to take these lines and put them directly on the grid line, alright? Not next to it, but just directly on that thing. And we can even do it for the other side too. That's not a big deal. And we can just zoom in and then boom, place down. That was almost perfect. Although you can't really get it perfect on the grid lines at all. Unless you have, unless you would move them. Alright, but now what we're going to do. This is the important part. You have to turn grid off. And then when you're... Okay, not this one. But when you're making your lines... You can either choose this, the biggest option, or the second biggest. It doesn't matter that much. Personally, I prefer the biggest one because it just looks more American. Although, if you're a European and you're not used to that, you can do the second biggest. So what I like to do is I like to just get right next to that thing. Just right next to it. Alright? Just like really a lot. Just like, there you go. Just gotta go like that, and make sure you just put, if you're worried about screwing up, just make sure you can have a solid line to start, and then you just gotta turn it back to a dash line when you're done, and that looks about symmetrical. So now we have to do the same thing over here. Again, we're gonna do just a solid line, and then when we're done, placing it down, then we can just go to a dash line. It's nothing crazy. It's easy to do. Just make sure there's a big enough gap. Go to dash lines. And there you go. Now you have a left turn lane. And let's just... Let's turn the grid back on, actually. Because otherwise it'll look wrong. And honestly... I'll keep it symmetrical like that. I'm not gonna screw with it. And I'm not gonna put decorations on this one either. Just because it's a tutorial. It's just, we're focusing on the road today. We're not focusing on any other parts. We're not making like a city or anything. Because if we were, I would totally show you those buildings. But what we're gonna do now, this might or may not be important depending on what you're doing. You want to turn your traffic down, otherwise it might back up. Keyword might. I don't know if it will. For an example, we're going to turn trucks down to one vehicle. So on the main road, right? It's very finicky, so you got to be really careful. So we got one, and then for cars, we're just going to do 5? Yeah, we can do 5. 5, no, okay, 5. There we go. 1 and 5. We're going to do that on each end. Or 5 and 1, going from top to bottom. So 5 if I can get this. Jeez. 5. And then 1. 5 and 1. This. See that? Look. See, it went from 0.11 to 0.9. There we go. 5 and 1. And then we're going to do over here. We're going to do 1, 2. We're going to do 2 and 0.1. Nope, not 1.9. Not 1.9. 2. Exactly 2. Come on. Okay, there we go. 2 and then 0.1. See, there you go. Very minimal, nothing crazy. Just 2 and 0.1. Alright. Now you can choose whatever values you really want. I don't care. I'm just doing this to make this look, good. So 0.1. Boom. And we're just gonna speed this up. And boom, now you actually have a functioning left turn lane. And that's exactly what you really want in your builds, especially if you're making an American build. Alright. I haven't seen a single tutorial on YouTube for this, and I haven't seen a single map on Intersection Controller. So I was literally the first one to make the map, and now I'm the first one to make a tutorial on how to do this. I don't think anyone else in the history of Intersection Controller has ever figured this out. It's not that hard. It's really easy, actually. And, obviously, this isn't going to be perfectly centered. There's going to be, a slight difference between the two sides. But you just got to get it as close as possible, and it looks good. And honestly, I think I did flawless on this build. Other than the fact that that car is, off to the side. Or closer to one side of the line than the other. Actually, if it doesn't come the other way too, then I might have screwed something up. Actually, no, it don't matter. It don't matter that much. I'm not worried about it. But if it's on the side, see that. Let's look for something coming the other way, because that's close to the far. That's close to the oncoming lanes of traffic. We gotta find something coming this way though. If it's close to the oncoming lanes of traffic, we know it's just because it's turning. Oh yeah, no, it's just because it's turning. That's all. Okay. So I didn't screw up. We're good. All right. Anyways, guys, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.